Hi everybody, Adam here. Today we're taking a look at an awesome Lego castle themed building instruction book. This book is called Building a Lego Medieval Village Volume 2 by Gonzalo Carro. And you may recall that recently we looked at Volume 1 in this book series. Building a Lego Medieval Village Volume 1 by Peter Keith. And in this first volume, we were shown the instructions for building a heroic monument, a stone well, a market vinter, a butcher stand, and a horse barn. And I was really impressed with the clarity of the instructions, the interesting nature of the models, and the great artwork throughout Volume 1. And I'm pleased to say that they've carried forward that tradition and all of those good things into Volume 2. In Volume 2, we are shown the instructions for how to build a chicken coop, a hay wagon, a watchtower, a chapel, and a village house. All really interesting models, especially those last three. One of the things that I really like about these books is they've got a good collection of small, sort of easy to assemble models up to some more involved models like the village house in this particular volume. Now, it's worth noting that these books are put together by Brick Monster, and I'll include a link below to the Brick Monster website where you can buy a digital copy of this book if you want, or you can pick up the physical hard copy of the book from Amazon, and I'm sure there are other booksellers out there that are offering it as well. So really nice that Brick Monster offers those couple different avenues for accessing the book. And, as I mentioned, the artwork I think is really cool on both of volumes in this book series. I really like how they include the pictures of some of the finished models in here with the really nice, interesting background. It's just really nice, polished look to the front cover of the book. Now let's take a quick look inside the book. So looking inside here, we got the table of contents, and you can see there are the 5 models, and they include a picture of each model here, so you can see what the finished build will look like. All really interesting. And I have to say that probably as I mentioned, the village house, the chapel, and the watchtower are kind of my early favorites from the different models. But that watchtower is really cool looking. So I think that's probably one of the leading candidates for being the first model that we build out of the book. But all really interesting ones, and they all look really nice. One of the nice sort of sections that they always include at the beginning of these Brick Monster books is a section on how to use the book, and then a section talking about finding pieces. And, there's a lot of different ways to find pieces, whether it be the Lego Pick-a-Brick or, Bricklink. But I really like the fact that they talk in this section about the fact that you can swap in some of your own pieces. You can have pieces of different colors than the ones they mention here. Sometimes you might have different sizes of elements that, in combination can basically get you to the same place that the instructions wanted you to get to. And I think it's important to call that out because, those little touches still let you get to an interesting model in the end. And in some ways, maybe it's even a more interesting model because it has your personal touch to it. And you've started to personalize and customize the building. So definitely, if you pick up a book like this, or another book of this style, always remember that you can feel free to swap in parts and adapt things. You don't necessarily have to order all the pieces to have it be an exact copy of what you find in the book here. And all of these models, while they look cool on their own, I can definitely see a lot of opportunities for people to use these as inspiration and jumping off points to, build out their own type of watchtower, to build bigger or different houses. There's a lot of potential to learn from these models and to, create creations of your own based off of them. So, I really like this section, and I like the fact that they call out that you can swap in some different pieces here and, still end up with a really awesome looking model in the end. Now, it's also worth noting here that each model in the book has an opening sort of title page to it where they show the finished model, and they also have this little information blurb. So in the example of the chicken coop, the number of parts for this model is 65, but the number of unique bricks is actually 28. And they also give the dimensions for the finished build. So, just a really nice sort of entry point for each model to see, what the finished product is going to look like, and to get some early insight into the size of the build and the number of parts that you're going to use. Now, it's worth noting that each section for a model ends with a part list, so you can track down and order the parts that you need. It's a very detailed part list, so super easy to find all the bricks that you need for a given model. And I think it's really great that they include that section there as well. Now, it's worth noting that the step-by-step instructions for each model in the book are really clear and easy to follow. I really like the way they've presented the artwork in each section. It's really easy to know what pieces you need and where they're going to go on the model. So really impressed with that overall, and quite happy with this second volume in the Building a Lego Medieval Village series. As I mentioned, I'll include links below so you can go check out the Brick Monster website if you want to buy the digital copy of the book. And if you're interested in a hard copy, as I mentioned, definitely check out Amazon and some of the other booksellers in your area to see if they have the book available. But excited to have this in our collection, and we will definitely do follow-up videos as we build some of the models out of this book. Now, if you have not subscribed to the channel, please make sure to do so that you don't miss out on any of our upcoming videos. And thank you very much for watching. We will see you again soon. Take care. Bye.